Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly energy check-in for all things Pisces. I do not have any Pisces in my birth chart at all. If you take a look in the community tab and scroll back a couple of weeks, you'll see my birth chart in there. And I have a wacky birth chart. Like you're supposed to have a little bit of everything in your birth chart. I do not. I have one side of my chart is vacant, and then the other side has double and triple placements. So if you want to see something weird, you can go on the community tab and take a gander at my birth chart. I have no Pisces placements, no Aquarius, no Capricorn, and no Aries placements at all. The rest are all double and triple placed. Sorry. So, please, or everything you need, excuse me, everything you need to know about me, hi, is below in the description of this video, including how to get a personal reading with me. You can either go down there and snag my email and we do a one-on-one Zoom like this, and I can record it and you can keep it forever and ever and ever. A lot of people do that. If not, I am Aurora at Psychic Source, and my extension is 6150 there. That information is below too. And on that site, you can do chat, you can do by phone, and they also have video. So it's up to you. You handle your desires to get a reading however you want to. But that's how you do it. Please assign all genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and it is the evolvement of energy throughout the Fool's Journey. That is what tarot is about. So if you want to Google the Fool's Journey, go ahead and do that. There's long versions and short versions of it on YouTube, or you can reach out to me for some coaching. Um, please assist the algorithm and YouTube with your likes, shares, and subscribes. And I, of course, appreciate them so much because I like interacting with you. And when I'm doing a reading, it's nice to know like what it really ended up being about, getting the real hot tea on it. Um, However, YouTube and the algorithm know by your likes, shares, and subscribes if you want more Cancer readings. So if you like, share, and subscribe this video, they'll send you more Cancer readings. And then in turn, you'll also be assisting send this video out to other Cancers. And that's how it works. So if you do not like shuffling, please fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that is okay. Some of them are just really great stories and advice. So let's get into this, Pisces, and see what we're doing and what we can know for you this week. What are the overall and things that Pisces share with me? Some things Pisces listeners, please share with me. What are the Pisces collective listening this week? All right, let me see. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I didn't mean to be ominous. um, so the Five of Pentacles is the card that's going to be permeating. Sorry, I'm like messing with the mouse. The reading. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. It can be about money issues. And I get it a lot with being a single mom. So it's definitely a single mom or a single parent card. So just dealing with, being shut out from like friends, family, coworkers, or just suffering some serious financial difficulties, or it's a hi, we know you're doing this on your own, parent. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so my darling Pisces, your energy right now is judgment. And the judgment is usually, it can be about going through a spiritual awakening. Okay. Just like what she's doing, right? Her spiritual awakening, which those don't usually feel so great. It's massive transformation and ascension processes and evolution. So if you are kind of feeling like, you're looking around and everyone around you is a gremlin, and or to me it looks like there's a possibility you could have some people coming at you right now telling you about you. Welcome. Welcome. So it's definitely about spiritual awakenings. It can also be about making decisions, or basically a verdict coming down. Like spirit is like, all right, we're dealing out karma now. Welcome to the karma show. You're about to get the verdict here. Okay. So that's what it often means. Two of Swords is in your difficulties. So the Two of Swords is usually about stalemates, indecision, not making a decision. So typically it's a woman that has two swords that she's holding like this, and it's like no decision made, blocked, that kind of thing. In this instance, it's like poor chick's getting pecked to death and she can't even see it. But um, so with it being in the difficulties, definitely a blocked emotion, difficulties with blocked emotions, a stalemate, things not moving forward, just like everything has come to a standstill until probably these karmas just start hitting, right? If they haven't already hit already, and that's why there's this spiritual awakening going forward. In the recent past, you have the Six of Swords. So my dog is in here. I don't know if you can just take, she's snoring. She's old. Just take her noises as confirmations. So the Six of Swords is about moving forward into calmer waters. So that's in your recent past, along with the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a pause card where you're looking at like what you have left, what's growing, what's working. It's an evaluation card. So in the recent past, you've moved something on to some calmer waters, and you're assessing what is left after this process. Like what is exactly going on after this process. Your goal is the Five of Wands. So it is to fight. This card is about conflict. This card is about competition. So your goal is to compete. This is usually more like throwing bows and your mama jokes and that kind of level stuff. So, um, and it's usually external conflict, not so much internal, with it being the ones. However, in the near future, okay, blood's going to be drawn because we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is winning at all costs. Okay. And in this card, it's a little bit different representation of it. Like normally it's like this guy, he's just slayed these other guys and they're running off. And it's one of those cards where it's like an empty victory, like great overkill on that victory. You slayed everybody. Good job. Um, he's also being pecked to death in this one. So it's probably got some external people. There's just like, there's other people involved. All right. And their influence is like peck, 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 just eating away at everything. You're in this energy of the Nine of Wands, so you're guarded. One thing keeps happening after another. Like it's just endless. Like it never ends. It's very much a representation of that song. I get knocked down, but I get up again. So it can be like, okay, my car broke down. I forgot my keys. I forgot my passport to go to the airport. I get to the airport. My flight's delayed. Because my flight's delayed, my luggage got shipped to a completely different continent. That kind of a thing. So you're in that kind of defensive. You have your guard up. Things have one thing after another keeps happening. Friends, family, and coworkers. They see you in an intuitive space where you have this inner knowing. This is the high priestess. So she typically represents people like me with gifts that have abilities like tarot readers, any insight like to the other dimensions. Or she's about keeping secrets and just kind of keeping things to yourself. Okay. Your guidance is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about public recognition. It's about public Facebook, like social media posts. It's about trophies. So there could very well be like there's some sort of public online fight going on, or some sort of fight or separation where you or someone else won at all costs, and it is just this known thing. It's known, it's public, it's out there. There's been an announcement about this very serious fight, separation, winning at all costs type thing. The outcome is death and rebirth. Cancer literally had the death card in a completely different deck. I used this deck, just this regular old tarot deck, and their outcome was death. So you might want to look at that. It might resonate with you, not sure. So in this light seers, which I forgot to show you, we're using the light seers deck, which is a very sweet and charming deck compared to other decks. Like this is a really softening the blow type deck. So this is a death and rebirth card. This is a Scorpio card. So something's going to end. And if your goal is, to fight and compete, that's got to end, or there's going to be an ending to all this fighting. Okay. And this winning at all costs. Like there's going to be public outing. Okay. There's going to be a public outing, whatever that means for you. Like the ending is going to be very public on this fight, this competition, um, whatever it meant to you. So yeah, definitely this is like a transformation process for you. And it's definitely going to be a spiritual awakening, and it's definitely going to be very with the death and the judgment, very transformative. um this is a conflict of words, like words and actions that are, this one's usually ones you can't take back. These are like usually your mama jokes, like people competing for a chick at a bar, winning rugby games, football games, stuff like that. This is like, you no F's given. Things are said that you can't take back or you can't change. And it's going to be, there's going to be a winner, a winner, and it's going to be really public, and it's going to really end in, it's going to end and transform a lot of things, and the verdicts and karmas are going to be really, really handed down. And I am so sorry that this is like heavy. I can't even, if it's you, I am so sorry. You know, if it's happening to you, I am. If you are doing this to somebody else, my advice, really, honestly, would be to reel it in, because you're about to make yourself really embarrassed. This is not, if you're charging full speed ahead to publicly humiliate somebody, this is not going to work out. It's not going to work out. However, if this is happening to you, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, this is going to be really painful, and this is going to be a very big transformation, character building process. Okay. And so let's just, in the event this is something that's happening to you and you really are being drug in to the fight, like you're not out there like hurting people and trying to humiliate people. Let's get you some constructive ways to not come out of character as much as possible, and just stay in this energy as much as possible, you know. Okay, so let's see what we can do for you, Pisces. Yeah, that's what I'm in agreement on this. Okay, we're gonna do Moonology, because this is not a love reading. I don't think. Moonology. This looks like more. Okay, let's take a look and see which way we get directed, and if I still am awake, so we can pull the truth deck out. Please, Spirit. Oh, significant advice for Pisces at this time. Some overall advice for Pisces this time. Overall this time. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So like blue moons happen every, I don't know if it's every 3 years. I can't remember. So believe in the impossible. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I mean, if this is a possibility and you're not dealing with a full-on wackadoo, and you can change the outcome of this for yourself or them, or you are about to, if you are about to charge full speed ahead into a full-on brawl, you should probably redirect. Okay, if this is you. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, definitely, right? So it's not just don't let your past hold you back. It is do not go into your South Node. Okay? If your goal is to not be nice, that is operating out of your South Node. And I don't mean just not be nice. I mean, like, this is brutality. This can be violence. This can be humiliation. Winning at all costs. That's not operating in your North Node at all. Okay? In no way, shape, or form. Your North Node is the light. Your South Node is not of the light. What do you need to release? Waning moon. It's literally the death card, right? So, literally, Scorpionic endings and release. Scorpio card. So, we have believe in the impossible, blue moon, bring love. Okay, believe in the impossible, bring love into the situation. Do not let the past hold you back, meaning don't travel into your South Node. Don't go to the darkness. And then what do you need to release? Like what is in your shadow, right? What is in your South Node that you need to let go of, right? Like do your shadow work. That is literally, this is about. And this couple with this 100%, like what is your shadow work? What is going on with you, you know, that are the not bestest, most pleasant aspects of yourself that you could work on? You know, do you get into these fights and arguments and things like that and not give a care about anything except winning that fight, including the people around you that are getting hurt? Right? So maybe visit that. Maybe take a look at that and visit that. All right, let's get some more advice on the truth deck. See if we can see if there's a little bit more. Otherwise, we'll just jump into one of the other ones. So this is the Get Your Truth. Did I show you the Moonology? So if I don't get my decks somewhere in person, I get them on Etsy or Amazon. Get some of them on Walmart as well. And this truth deck, it has its own website that you go visit for that. Hey, Spirit. What advice Pisces situation? Shows me Pisces. It shows me sorry, a pop-up came up. What is some overall emotions for Pisces? Take a trip. Yay! Awesome. Time apart. So that could be no, that was Cancer. Okay, so time apart, trust, time for play, happy outcome. It's going under time apart. The long haul is going over under trust. And lack of passion is going for under time for play. So take a trip. So if you're like in this tasteless, passionless place, I would say do something active. Whether that's a sport or doing something like where you can kind of get in touch with your inner child. Like sometimes when you play like little board games and stuff like that with your kids, kind of wake you up a little bit. I think getting some distance on whatever this like situation is gonna kind of give you some clarity and like open your mind up to create a happier outcome than what is currently showing in the tarot right now, which sometimes these endings bring in happier things, like trust me, they do. And I think that's kind of trust, like the time apart and just doing all this play, it's going to bring in a happier outcome for the long haul. Okay, because if there's like a lot of lack of anything going on right now and people are shut in the cold and stuff like that, I don't think if you're the one that's like ready to win at all costs right here, I don't think it's gonna work out the way you hoped, if that's the you part. And then if you're the one that is kind of under attack in this situation, it might be good just to escape. Either way, doesn't matter which side you're on, like a trip to distance yourself from whatever this is going on conflict wise will help you kind of redirect yourself, create a happier outcome, and give you the ability to bring love into the situation to I'm sorry, it was this card. Bring love into the situation to progress this. Okay. In Cancer had some deep stuff, bruh. Do we want flower therapy or are we doing animal spirit? Flower therapy. Cancer got animal spirits, so a bit different, Pisces. Please, Spirit, please show me. What is some flower therapy at this time? Please, Spirit. What is some flower therapy? Spirit. Some flower therapy this time. Please, Spirit. Take time for yourself, Tulip. Enjoy relaxation activities that nurture your soul. 100%. You are too in your head about winning. If you're on the winning side of this, you are too in your head about going full speed ahead and winning. You really think about disengaging from that. I highly recommend disengaging from that. Um, if you're on the opposite side of this and you're kind of in where you're in the abuse stage of it and you're like being drugged, literally drug, and you have to, stick up for yourself, some time away on this trip or whatever you can do for self-care, it's going to help you grow that psychological skin back so that you don't operate from like being hurt, sore, and wounded constantly, which, you know, can very much feel like this, so I get it. There's a long time where I think I had zero psychological skin, and if you you could look at people that way, I probably looked exactly like Freddy Krueger, 100%. So just take some time out for yourself, go for a trip. If you have the means to do that in some kind of way, sometimes me just like walking to the grocery store is helpful. Walking into CVS instead of like driving just to get outside is helpful if you can't like literally book a trip and go somewhere. All right, here's the miracle card. So this is we'll get you one single piece of advice to take with you throughout the rest of the week. What is one advice to take with you? Spirit, please share with me what is one single piece of advice for Pisces to take with them throughout the rest of the week, my Spirit? What is one single advice for Pisces to take with them, my Spirit? One single Pisces can take with them. Our work. So if you guys want to like screenshot these or pause or whatever. Our primary work in life is to love and forgive. Our secondary work is our worldly employment. The meaning of work, whatever its form, is that it be used to heal the world. So we're supposed to love and forgive. That's the primary thing we're supposed to do when we're walking around this earth school and are in our learning process, and understand that everybody else is in their learning process too. And as we would desire to be forgiven our wounds and faults and flaws, it is our duty as little humans on this earth school to have empathy and also love and forgive, right? And then after that, it's what we're out here, grinding and doing for a living, which this definitely looks like it fits into whatever this high conflict situation is, and whatever your position is on the scale of this high conflict thing, whether you are the I guess the person going full speed ahead and winning at all costs. You can dial it back in, bring love to the situation, and forgive. If you're the person on the other side that's getting drugged and pulled into these fights, and quite frankly, being abused, then, you still come from a loving and forgiving place. However, it's going to be mostly for yourself, and to just accept and understand that other person, the not you, is operating from a very wounded place. And in order for you to not drink poison every day and expect that person to unalive, you're just gonna have to accept the apology you will never ever ever get in your life, and come from a place of love and forgiveness, not being dumb, but just know they have their own adventure and journey here on this earth school. You have yours. You being angry and whatever about it is going to only poison you. Nothing will happen to them, right? So the love and forgiveness is for your heart. Okay. So that's what I have for you, my Pisces darlings. If you like what you heard, please assist YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes. It'll also get you some more Pisces readings. In addition, it'll send this really important message out to other Pisces. And of course, I want to know if this, what's going on here, and if there's any way I can assist. And then if you would like a personal reading with me, grab my email from below if you want to Zoom like this and get to keep the recording. If not, you can go into Psychic Source. I'm Aurora on there. My extension is 6150. And I can do calls and chat and things like that on that site. And it's still, all right. That's what I have for you this week, Pisces. Have a good week.